Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Chiefs and the Packers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Chiefs and the Packers, coming up next.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Dell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the Packers' 33-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
8-yard pickup. First down, Kansas City.
Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert following the turnover. This pass left side to Downs. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Love now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Pacheco headed right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Love. And that's brought in by Knight.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And
it's a Packers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now here comes Kansas City. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hubbard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down. Holland. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
First down, Kansas City.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there. Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Baron Browning, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Graham, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Graham, he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down. And this will be taken at the 13. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Off play action. Holland. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Throwing on 3rd and long. Holland. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Holland. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Holland. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That's Gets into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan
This was an
Coachman
extremely
has our
one-sided
EA
first
Sports
half.
halftime
One team
report.
showed up
Coach.
ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Okay,
All
Brandon,
right,
thank you
Coach,
very much.
thank you,
Back to you
and we
guys in
welcome
just a
everyone
minute
back
as we've
for
started the
quarter
countdown
number 3.
to opening night. Remember, the preseason has
And
shrunk
this will
4
not
games
be
down to
returned,
3.
so the second
just
half
2 more weeks
begins
of preseason
with a
action
touchback.
follow this,
The Packer
and then we get it all
offense ready
started
to go
on
to
the
begin
first
this
Thursday
third quarter.
after Labor Day.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Off the play
26-yard
fake.
line.
Holland. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Third down.
Looking to throw. Holland. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Here we go. Check right. Switch red.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holland. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Holland. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Kenneth Murray in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right back to Hubbard.
Oh, good move. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
They'll set up a throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Kansas City.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Eckler. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Graham displaying the strength.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Graham.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Dancing to his left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right to about the 35, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On the give, this is Hubbard. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive, Holland. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, Holland. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll run here with Hubbard. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Holland. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 3rd down, it's Graham. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And out come the Chiefs now. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
From the 20, here's second down and 5. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 98 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run a first down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.